Okay. Hey guys. All right. So first I want to say I have somebody on my back deck. She is doing like a little bit of a project for me. I hired her this morning, so she might come in, but she's just hired to help me. So anyway, I don't think she'll interrupt this. I literally have a client starting in exactly 15 minutes. So I don't know. This is going to be short and sweet. The reason I wanted to come on and I want to get the live chat up while I do this, I may not have time for anybody's questions. I created a video earlier today. I'm like, maybe I'll still edit it and put it up. It's going to be practically exactly what I say now, but I just don't feel like editing and I want to get this message out. One of my clients emailed me this morning saying, how do I handle basically the guilt that I feel while I am manifesting my specific person back? Because they were together and then the separation happened and he ended up with someone else. So she sometimes feels guilty. And this is something that people can experience. So I am going to use, hey, Jonathan, Nancy, I'm going to use myself and Hannah as an example really quick. And I just want to like hit this like short and sweet to the point. And then I might talk about a couple, I don't think they're subscribers, but people commented a recent post that I put up when I was just explaining. When I say to you guys, okay, before I get to the point, I'm not feeling guilty. When I say to you guys that I delete comments and I'll, block somebody in a heartbeat from the channel, I'm like laughing about it because I take all of this very lightly. And I also take inspired action because I'm using these experiences basically as lessons also from all different perspectives. So when people comment under my videos, I get inspired to create other videos, or I get inspired to, respond in a way or whatever to show you guys something. It might be something as simple as, okay, everyone is reflecting you back to you. When I have these experiences, I'm manifesting this and I'm manifesting these to use as lessons to teach you guys. And at the same token, I'm also using these experiences to continue to manifest success and helping people. And I also let them remind me of how much everybody absolutely loves my channel and resonates with me, and that I'm living out my divine purpose, and that I've literally helped. And this is not just me saying things, I've literally helped now thousands and thousands of people. And it's not that this is not coming from an ego place. It's just that I'm living out what my purpose is. And that's what you guys are all supposed to be doing too. So whatever you feel deep down in your heart and soul is what you should be doing. So now on to the comment really quick. I'll say this and then I'll say the whole thing about being triggered, because one of my awesome clients ended up giving into the 3D. He took inspired action from a self-concept of lack and fear, and then he felt bad about it. And then he made a comment under a recent SP video. And then like 15 people came in and were trying to support him, which was lovely and amazing. And I absolutely loved it. And I thought to myself, I love that I'm manifesting this experience of having created such a safe container where people can be and be supported and be loved and be motivated. Okay. And then I saw a comment out of nowhere that somebody said something to my client and said something like, I don't even remember what it was, but it was something along the lines of her comment, her success story being deleted from this channel. And I'm glad that you saw my comment before it was deleted under this channel. And so then I took I took a screenshot because I'm laughing about this, and I posted it in the community post, and I use it as an example to say, I only delete things if people say things that are harmful to other people. But the funny thing is, and even to this day right now, her comment that she said was her success story that was deleted by me is literally still there. It was never commented. And then another person replied and said something like, you're not teaching people how to be resilient, or people should be dealing with their triggers and blah, 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 and all whatever. And it didn't really matter. And I was taking it all as light and fun. And then at the end of the day, the reason why I want to use this as a lesson was because the person who originally commented and said, my comment was deleted, my success story was deleted, this is a good example of how your perception, your perspective is being skewed, and you literally cannot see something that's literally right in front of your face sometimes when you're coming from a place of whatever the delusion is that you're under. So in that moment, and even she didn't see her comment or her success story anymore. And for whatever reason, she believed and projected her story onto me. Now, this at the end of the day is my manifestation, but I'm using this as an awesome lesson to teach you guys that sometimes everything is literally right in front of you. But if your perception is that you can't trust, that you don't have love, that you don't see love, that you don't see support, that you don't see the money, you won't see it in your reality. Your life will reflect that back to you. And you may not see something that's literally right in front of your face. Okay. I just wanted to share that really quickly. I'm not feeling the need ever to explain myself on my channel. I like to use these things as an example. That's it. So now I want to talk really quickly. There is no reason for you to feel guilty ever when you're manifesting back your specific person. So using a completely made up scenario about me and my Marisol Hana, let's just say, as an example, we've talked about this kind of thing before. Like when he has said, you know, if we were to separate, or when we have been separated, he has said things like, one of us or both of us would be under a very strong delusion and just running away from ourselves if we are not like, we're just turning, if we're turning away from each other, we're turning away from ourselves. It's that simple because we're one and the same. And he said something like, it wouldn't, I don't remember word for word, but something like it wouldn't matter anyway, because if you ended up with somebody, the moment I'm ready and I come back into your life and I'm like, babe, you're ready, you know as well as I do, you're out of there because you belong to me and I belong to you. And I was like, heck yeah, but that isn't going to happen anyway. The point I'm trying to make is, if you manifested your husband or your wife betraying you, and then you get triggered when you hear that somebody left their spouse to be with their true love, you're projecting a story onto something that has literally nothing to do with you. It's a completely different circumstance, completely different story. If you feel guilty because you're in the position that your person is with somebody they don't belong with, just like what Hannah said, when you're ready, excuse me, and you've done your inner work, the person, okay, let's take this a quick crash course. Two people are in love with each other. Here, I'll use my my things. I have somebody emailing me really quick. Okay. We have two people here. Okay, they meet, they fall in love. Person A, which is you meet this person and you know this is my one. And then they meet, oh my God, I love you so much. Oh God, I've never felt this way before. And they go through this thing. Could last a few days, could last a month, may or may not have actually met in person, but you know, when you know, you know. Okay. This is my one. This is my true love. Okay. All right. Now, all of the fears stop bubbling up. All of the old stories bubble up. All of the projected core wounds of your past, maybe even their past, you experience and witness, you know, basically the destruction of the entire thing. It's like, boo, we separate. The intensity is too much. We separate. It's because you're putting up your energetic barriers and they are, as they're supposed to do, mirroring you back to you. So you can then, they are your catalyst to become awakened to who you really are. And then when you've become fully awakened, you come to this realization that you are happy and complete, and your source of love is not from anyone outside of you. They're always within you. They haven't gone anywhere. The illusion of separation is just an illusion. So if during this process, if you naturally, like all human beings do, have a little bit of a fear of competition or not being a priority, or if you have a betrayal story, or if you just have a natural thought because it's programmed into us with society that, you know, they're going to end up dating somebody else, then okay, you end up manifesting and experiencing they're with somebody else. But this is your person. And they're not actually separate from you. They're still within you. They're still part of you. You can feel them in every single fiber of your being, in your core. And trust me, when you feel that, they feel it too. It doesn't matter if in the illusion of the separation and you're experiencing the manifestation of the being someone else, it doesn't mean that you're not in their heart and soul as well. You are. It's normal and it's natural. So the whole purpose of this is so you can become empowered and you can become a source of unconditional love. And then when you are actually, when you've done the work, then the things that need to happen in the 3D will resolve themselves in a wonderful way. If this happened with me and Hannah, so if you're in the position that you're in, it appears that you're doing all of the work, and I get that, but trust me, there's a lot of stuff happening on inside. The movement is happening in the heart and the mind of your person, whether it's conscious or unconscious. You might not know that, and you don't see the most profound work. But while I'm doing my inner work, for example, Hannah's going through things in his life. So in other words, there is always movement happening. And then when you being in the position that you're in, you are responsible for healing the connection. You're responsible for that. So you do the inner work that you do within yourself and realize this is not about anyone or anything outside of you. This is about self-love. This is about trust. And this is about getting stable and grounded and good, complete within yourself, knowing that your life is amazing and incredible. You can't need somebody to complete you. That is what the mirror is showing you. Okay. When you're all prioritizing, it's all about them. It's all about them. You're neglecting you and rejecting you. And if you are rejecting you because all of your attention is on them, they have to reject you too. It is the mirror. It's how it works. So I'm sorry, I'm getting like super passionate about this. I have 4 minutes to go. So the purpose is exactly, it's happening for a reason and it's teaching you something. Okay. So stop making it all about your person and go within and develop your stability, be grounded, know your value, know your worth. Give yourself all of the love that you needed back whenever everything happened. And when you are ready and you are truly like detached in a way because you just trust, you just know, you release any guilt that you have because they are yours. They belong to you, meaning not like they're an object, but they were created, like you guys were created to love each other. Okay. I think I've said everything that I want to say. I did want to say something like an example. Yeah. So when you being in the position that you're in, even though it looks like it's all on you and you know that whatever, they're not thinking about me, they don't want me. They are thinking about you. You have to really get deep into this, knowing that the love that you have in the core of you, they're not separate from you. So remember, this is the two of you guys. This is the two of you guys. You guys are truly one. So when you're feeling desperate and anxious and frustrated and sad, so are they. When you're angry, they probably are resentful. When you've forgiven them and everything that happened and you take full responsibility for the stuff that you did, they will forgive you too. When you're healing yourself, all of the stuff that needs to happen is happening with them too. And if, you know, sometimes people have these stories like my person, so I have a lot of them. My person is addicted to this. My person is this. My person is that. This problem happened. This is from their childhood. This, that. And like I've heard so many things. It's not up to you to diagnose people. It's not up to you to label people. And it is those labels that you're holding on to them, that you're keeping how you see them in that state. Let God handle the things that are none of your business. Your one and only job is to know who you are, to trust in who you are, to trust that your reality is reflecting you back to you, and that literally God is handling all of the hows and the whens. And the more you can just stay in your inner world and in your imagination, the quicker it'll unfold. The paradoxical thing, as we all know, is that you don't constantly worry about the time, because that makes your experience of your attention and awareness on the time it's taking longer. You're expanding that. Just remember that. Okay. So I think I handled everything. No need to feel guilty when you're manifesting your specific person back. There will be an unfolding. You allow that to happen. You're not manipulating anybody. You're not changing anybody. You're not causing any harm. It's not manipulative to give somebody love and unconditional love. Sorry, my thing is going off. I got to go. Be appropriate in the 3D. Be respectful in the 3D as much as you can. And try to not trigger yourself by constantly seeking things outside of you. Okay. I love you so much. I hope that this video helped. I might actually put a video up very similar if I end up editing it, if I think it's good. And like, share the video, reach out to me if you need me, if you want me for coaching. I'm getting on with my client now. I love you guys so much. Have an amazing and incredible day. Okay. Don't feel guilty. Your person is your person, period. And you're theirs.